So good afternoon, students. Next, we will continue that next problem from major losses and minor losses. So I'll read the question. So this is important question. Last class we seen one problem. In that problem, from the water tank, one pipe is coming as an outlet pipe. It will flow into freely. But in this problem, there are two pipes are attached in a water tank. One pipe is smaller diameter, another pipe is larger diameter. So let us see the problem. So a horizontal pipeline 40-meter long is connected to a water tank at one end and it discharges freely into the atmosphere at the other end. For the first 25 meter for its length from the tank, the pipe is 150 mm diameter and its diameter is suddenly enlarged, okay, to 300 mm. So here there are two different diameter pipes. One pipe is 150 diameter, another pipe is 300 mm diameter. So after some distance, that means after 25 meter. So total length, how much? 40 meter. First 25 meter, 150 mm diameter pipe. So balance 40 minus 25, how much? 15. So balance 15 meter, 300 mm diameter pipe. Okay, so this is the question. The height of water level in the tank is 8 meter above the center of the pipe. Okay, so as per the previous problem, so previous problem we seen height of the water is 4 meter above the center of the pipe, but here it is 8 meter above the center of the pipe. Okay, considering all losses of head which occur, determine the rate of flow. Take F is equal to 0.01 for both sections of the pipe. Okay, so now let us see total length of the pipe. How much? 40 meter. Length of the first pipe is 25 meter and the dia of first pipe D1 is 0.15 meter. Length of the second pipe, so we know that length of the second pipe is not given in the question, okay, but indirectly they are given. Total length minus length of the first pipe, it is 40 minus 25, it is 15 meter. Next, dia of second pipe, so it is 300 mm which is equal to 0.3 meter. So height of water is H is equal to 8 meter from the center of the pipe. Okay, so coefficient of friction F is equal to 0.01. So let us see the diagram. So this is the diagram. So your water tank is there. So this is the water tank, WT. So this is the water tank. So at the bottom of the water tank, first 25 meter length, a 150 mm diameter pipe, that means 0.15 meter diameter pipe is attached. So after 25 meter, the second pipe is attached. So compared to first pipe, the diameter is double the times. So initially the diameter 0.15, finally after 25 meter, it is 0.3 meter. So what is that? Sudden expansion, enlargement is occurs at this point. Okay, at this point. So what are the losses will come? Let us see one by one. First one is loss due to inlet. Okay, loss due to inlet of the pipe. Okay, here. Next, loss of it due to friction, major loss. Okay, and loss due to sudden enlargement. And again, loss due to friction in the second pipe. So totally 2 minor losses and 2 major losses is occurs. So let us see how to solve this problem. Now, applying the Bernoulli's theorem to the free surface of water in the tank and the outlet of the pipe. So we have to apply the Bernoulli's theorem at the free surface, that means above the surface of the water level and at the end of the pipe. Okay, so taking the reference line passing through the center of the pipe. Here they mentioned reference line is nothing but the datum line. So datum line is passing through the center of the pipe. Okay. So now write the Bernoulli's equation. So at the water tank, there is no pressure because water is at rest position. So there is no pressure, there is no velocity. So 0, 0. P1 by rho g is 0 and V1 square by 2g is 0. But datum Z1. So Z1, this is the center of the pipe. This dotted line is there now. That is called center of the pipe. So from the center of the pipe, the height of the water surface is 8 meter. Okay, 8 meter. So this is 8, which is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus 0. Why it is 0? So at the outlet pipe, the both Z2 and the datum lines, both are in same line. So it is 0 plus all losses. Okay. So now substitute all the values. So here 8 is equal to plus 0. Okay, there is no pressure in the pipe. So it is 0 and V2 square by 2g. So velocity is there. Velocity we have to calculate. And HI. What is HI? Loss of head due to inlet of the pipe. And HF1. Loss of head due to friction in the first pipe. Okay. Next. Loss due to sudden enlargement. Expansion. Sudden expansion. So HE. And HF2. Loss of head due to friction in the second pipe. Okay. So we know all the formulas. Okay. So here you can see all the formulas. First you must write. Okay. So HI formula is equal to 0.5 V1 square by 2G. 0.5 V1. That means inlet loss of it due to inlet. 0.5 V1 square by 2G. Next. Loss of it due to friction in the pipe 1. So we know the formula, Darcy-Weisbach formula, 4FLB square divided by 2GT. So here 4F, there are two pipes are there. Okay, so first pipe length is L1 and the velocity in the first pipe V1 and the diameter of the first pipe D1. Okay, next, loss due to sudden expansion. So how to calculate loss due to sudden expansion or enlargement, whatever may be. Okay, so V1 square minus, V1 minus V2 the whole square divided by 2G. Okay, this is the minor losses, loss due to sudden expansion. Next, HF2, head loss due to friction in the pipe. It is 4F L2 B2 square divided by 2G D2. Okay, this is the second pipe. So L2 B2 divided by 2G D2. Okay, next, but from the continuity equation, we have A1 V1 equal to A2 B2. A1 V1 equal to B2. So why we are writing continuity equation here? Why? Because we don't know the V1 and V2 two parameters. Okay, there are two parameters is there. A1, A2 we can easily form. Okay, using the diameter because we know the two diameters of the pipe. Okay, but we can't know the V1 and V2. There are two parameters is there, two unknowns. So it is not possible to calculate two unknowns. So for that purpose, we are keep to one unknown into based on the another unknown. So here you can see I keep A1 here. Okay. So what is A1? Sorry, V1. So I keep V1 here. So what is V1? A2 divided by V2 divided by A1. So this A1 comes into denominator. Okay, this A1 comes into denominator. Okay, so V1 is equal to A2 B2 divided by A1. Okay, now substitute the formulas. What is the formula for A2? That means area of pipe 2. Okay, so pi by 4 into D2 square. Okay, into V2. V2 we don't know. Next, A1, pi by 4 into D1 square. Okay, so here pi by 4 and pi by 4 get cancelled. What are the balance thing? D2 divided by D1 the whole square into V2 or D2 square divided by D1 square into V2. Both are same answer. Okay. So now what is D2? Diameter of the pipe 2? It is 0.5. 3. Okay. Next diameter of pipe 1, it is 0.15. Okay. So 0.3 divided by 0.15 the whole square into V2. Okay. So we can get the V1 value in terms of V2. Okay. We can easily get the V1 value in terms of V2 because there are two unknowns. So now what I have to do, we know the formulas of different major losses, minor losses. So wherever the place V1 is there, so here V1 is there, V1 is there, V1 is there. Okay. So I will put 4 V2 because V1 is equal to 4 times of velocity of V2. Okay. So now let us see. Next, substituting the values V1 in different head loss, we have HI is equal to 0.5 V1 square divided by 2G. So 0.5 into 4 V2 square divided by 2G. We got 8 V2 square divided by 2G. So next, HF1 4 into 0.01. This is F into L is for the first pipe length is 25 meter into V1. V1 we have to substitute in terms of V2. So 4 V2 square divided by 0.2 GD. D is 0.15. So now substitute all the values. We can get 106.67 V2 square divided by 2G. So you can see here this term, this answer also in terms of V2 is there. This term also in terms of V2 is there. Next come to HE, loss of H due to sudden enlargement. Okay. So substitute V1 equal to 4 V2. V1 is equal to 4 V2. So 4 V2 minus V2 the whole square divided by 2G, which is equal to 9 V2 square divided by 2G. Okay. So next, loss of head due to friction in the second pipe. So for the second pipe, what is the length? 40 minus 25. It is 15. So 4 into 0.01 into 15 into V2 square. So V2 square we can keep as it is. Okay. So divided by 2GD. What is the diameter of the second pipe? It is 0.3. Okay. So substitute all the values. We can get this. So you can see all the answers we can got in terms of V2 only. Okay. So we have only one unknown. Once you found V2, the problem is solved. So now substituting this major loss and minor loss in the Bernoulli's equation. Okay, we know that Bernoulli's equation previously, you can see here 0.5, sorry, 8 equal to 8.0 is equal to 0 plus V2 square by 2G plus HI plus HF1 plus HE plus HF2. So this is the equation, Bernoulli's equation we already derived. This is equation number 1. Okay. So now I'm substituting all the major losses, minor losses formula in this Bernoulli's equation. Okay. So therefore 8 equal to V2 square by 2G plus V2 square by 2G already is there. Here you can see V2 square by 2G. So V2 square by 2G plus 8 V2 square divided by 2G plus 106. So first this one HI. Next HF1 106.67 V2 square by 2G and 9 V2 square by 2G and plus 2 V2 square by 2G. So we substituted all the values. Now what are the common terms here? So here you can see V2 square by 2G. V2 square by 2G is the common term. Okay, V2 square by 2G is the common term in all the formulas. So you can take it outside V2 square by 2G. So balance 1 plus. So except this V2 square by 2G balance you can write now 1 plus 8 plus 106.67 plus 9 plus 2, which is equal to, what is the value? So 1 plus 8 plus 106.67 plus 9 plus 2. What is the value? It is 126.67 V2 square by 2G. This is the answer. Okay, 126.67 V2 square by 2G. This is the answer. So, which is equal to 8. Which is equal to 8. So, from this equation, final equation, we can easily find the V2. So, how to calculate V2? V2 is equal to root of 8 into 2 into G divided by 126.67. Okay. So, using this formula, we found 1.113 meter per second. 1.113 meter per second. So, this is the answer. Now, rate of flow Q is equal to A2 into V2. Okay. So, A2 is pi by 4 into 0.3 square into 1.113. Okay. So, therefore, 0.07867 meter cube per second. So, into 1000 into 1000. Okay. So, we need in terms of liter means we have to multiply by into 1000. So, answer will come in terms of meter cube per second only. If you need in terms of liters per second means you must convert it into 1000. Okay. So, this is very, very important problem, students. So, keep it in your mind. So, in this problem, they won't given diagram. Okay. They will give only sentence form only. Based on this sentence form question, you have to draw the diagram first. And what are the data given, what they asking. Okay. So, based on that, you can easily apply the Bernoulli's equation and find out the what are the losses will come. Okay, suppose in case some other problem sudden contraction is there means you have to apply the sudden contraction formula. Some obstruction is there means you have to apply some loss of head due to obstruction formula. Okay, so it is based on the problem only. In this problem, they given sudden expansion or sudden enlargement. Okay. So for that, we have to see the loss of head due to friction is common. Okay, it will come all the problems. But sudden expansion, sudden contraction, sudden obstruction, these are all based on the problems. Based on the situation only, it will come. So in this problem, sudden enlargement is there. So you have to apply the sudden enlargement formula. Okay. So next, we will move to the next problem. I'll read the question. This is also one of the simple problem only. A pipeline AB of diameter 300 mm. Okay. So there is a pipeline is there. That two ends are, one end is A, another one is B. Take it as B. So one end 300 mm diameter, another end also 300 mm diameter, same. Okay. And the length of the pipe is 400 meter. Okay, length of the pipe is 400 meter. Carries water at the rate of 50 liters per second. 50 liters per second. The flow takes place from A to B. Okay, so A, B means that end. Okay, A is one end and B is another end. The flow takes place from A to B. Okay, where B point is 30 meters above A. So A is the lower level. Okay, A is the lower level and B is the upper level. So flow takes place from A to B like this. Okay, find the pressure at A if the pressure at B is 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. So what they asking in this problem? They asking the pressure. What is the pressure at the starting point? Okay, at A point. They given the pressure at a B point. B is equal to 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. Take F, coefficient of friction is equal to 0.008. Okay. So next, diameter of the pipe D is equal to 300 mm, and you must convert it into meter. Okay, 0.3 meter. Next, length of the pipe is 400 meter, and Q discharge is 50 liters per second, which is equal to, so you have to convert it into meter cube per second. It is 0.05 meter cube per second. Next, velocity. So velocity is equal to V is equal to Q divided by area. So Q is 0.05 divided by area is pi by 4 into d square. Pi by 4 into d square. Okay. So which is equal to 0.05 divided by pi by 4 into 0.3 square. Okay. So finally we got 0.7074 meter per second. This is the velocity. So here velocity is not given. Okay. They given only discharge. Once you know the area under discharge, we can easily calculate the velocity. Okay. Next, pressure at B. Pressure at B, they given in terms of Newton per centimeter square. So you must convert it into Newton per meter square. So you have to multiply by 10 power 4. You have to multiply by 10 power 4. Next, F, coefficient of friction is given 0.008. Okay. So what they asking, find the pressure at A. Okay. So you can see in this diagram, you can clearly understand. So this is NDA. You can see this is NDA and this is NDB. So flow is taken place like this from A to B. So here PB, that means pressure at the point B is given 19.62. Okay. What they asking, what is the pressure at the A point, PA? PA equal to how much? This is the question. And also the pressure, the level, okay, from A to B is 30 meter height. So A is lower level, B is higher level. Okay. So now let us see so consider this is the datum line. So this dark line is there now. This is the datum line. So at the datum line at A is 0, at B this side is 30 meters. So Z1 is equal to 0 and Z2 is equal to 30 meter. Okay. So applying Bernoulli's equation at points A and B and taking datum line passing through A, we have PA divided by rho G plus VA square divided by 2G plus ZA. So this is for one end, that means A point. Next, PB by rho G plus VB square divided by 2G plus ZB plus HF. This is the loss of head due to friction. So now substitute all the values. So here the diameter is same. So velocity also same. So VA is equal to VB and ZA is equal to 0 and ZB is equal to 30 meter. Next, HF is equal to 4FL V square divided by 2GT. So first write down the formulas. Once you write down the formulas correctly means problem is very easy. Okay. So now substitute all the values from the above equation. So PA divided by rho G, we don't know. PA only, we have to find this PA. Okay, so keep as it is. Next, VA and VB, both are same. So it get cancelled. Okay, so plus Z1, Z1 is 0. At A point, datum is 0. So which is equal to PB divided by rho G. Okay, so PB is given by 19.62 into 10 power 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81 plus Z2 is 30 plus 4F, F is 0.008 into 4FL. L is, what is the length? Length means this length, this inclined length. Okay, L is 400 meter, 400 meter. Okay. L into V square. So what is V? 0.7074 square divided by 2 into G into D. Okay. So finally, we have to simplify all the equations. Finally, PA divided by rho G. PA divided by rho G value, we can get 51.088. This is the answer. So we don't want a head. We need pressure only. So keep it PA here and rho G comes to this side means 51.088 into 1000 into 9.81 Newton per meter square. Okay, so finally we got an answer in terms of Newton per. So if you substitute that, you got answer in terms of Newton per meter square, means you can stop here. Otherwise, P2 is given in Newton per centimeter square. So from this, you have to convert into Newton per centimeter square, means divided by 10 power 4. So finally, we got 50.12 Newton per centimeter square. This is the answer. Okay, student. So this is very simple problem and easy to understand. Okay. So up to this problem, major losses and minor losses problems are over. Chapter is over. I hope all of you understand major losses and minor losses. So major losses is only friction, but minor losses is inlet and sudden expansion, sudden contraction, outlet, and bend in pipe, pipe fittings, and etc. Okay, so these are all the minor losses problems. Okay, so next chapter we will see the pipes in series. Pipes in series. Pipes in series. What do you mean by pipes in series? So from this picture, you can easily understand what is meant by pipes in series. So there are two tanks are there. One tank, that means A tank is in higher level and B tank is in lower level. Okay, so water is flowing from A tank to B tank through some pipes. Okay, so you can see in this picture, these pipes having different diameters, having different length. So you can see here, first pipe diameter is more and the length also different, and second pipe diameter is less and length also small, and third one diameter is very big and the length also very high. Okay, so different diameter pipes and different cross section and different diameter, different length of the pipes are connecting in series is called pipes in series. Simple. Okay, so here how to calculate the rate of flow or velocity means we must include all the major losses and minor losses. You can see here at inlet there will be a 1 minute. Here you can see at inlet there will be a loss of head is there, and during the first pipe loss of head due to friction is there, and here there is a loss of head due to sudden contraction is there, and next loss of head due to friction in the second pipe, and here loss of head due to sudden expansion is there, and third pipe also loss of head due to sudden loss of it due to friction is there, and here loss of it due to outlet. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4 minor losses and 3 major losses occurs. Okay, total 7 losses are occurs. Okay, so this is the example problem only. There are different diameters having 7 of up to 10. Okay, it is based on the situation. Are connected in series. So let us see what is the definition of this pipes in series. Okay, pipes in series are compound pipes. So both are same meaning. Please be remember pipes in series. Another name is called compound pipes. Are defined as the pipes of different lengths. Pipes of different lengths and different diameters. So different lengths and different diameters connected end to end in series to form a pipeline as shown in figure. Okay, so this is called pipes in series. So how to solve this type of problem? So let us consider water tank, sorry, 2 water tanks, one is A, another one is B. Okay, so first pipe length is L1 and the diameter D1 and coefficient of friction F1. This is for first pipe. and the second pipe L2 D2 F2, and the third pipe L3 D3 F3. Okay, so next let L1 L2 L3 length of pipes 1 2 3 respectively, D1 D2 D3 diameter of pipes 1 2 3 respectively, V1 V2 V3 velocity of flow through pipes. Velocity means inside the pipe. Okay, so every pipe having different diameter, so definitely velocity will changes. Okay, next F1 F2 F3 are the coefficient of friction, and H, you can see the H here in the diagram. So H is nothing but the difference in the water level, it is called head. Okay, difference in the water level. Now the discharge passing through each pipeline is same. So as per the continuity equation, whatever be the length or diameter, discharge will be same. Okay, so Q is equal to A1 V1 equal to A2 B2 equal to A3 B3. So the difference in liquid surface level, that means H, is equal to the sum of the total head loss in the pipes. This point is very, very important. Okay, so the difference in the level, that means from the water between the water tank A and water tank B, water surface, the height difference is equal to sum of the total head loss. This total head loss meaning is sum of major loss and minor loss in the pipe. So now write the formula. H is equal to 0.5 V1 square divided by 2G plus 4 F1 L1 V1 square divided by 2G D1 plus 0. So this is for at inlet, plus 4 F1 L1 V1 square divided by 2G D1 is the friction in the pipe 1. Again 0.5 V2 square by 2G is the sudden contraction. So this is for HI. Okay, HI, and this is for HC, sudden contraction. And again friction in the pipe, second pipe, 4 F2 L2 V2 square divided by 2G D2, and this is for V2 minus V3 the whole square divided by 2G, which is equal to sudden, what is that, sudden expansion or sudden enlargement, plus 4 F3 L3 V3 square divided by 2GD is the friction, loss of air due to friction in the pipe 3, which is equal to plus V3 square by 2G. V3 square by 2G is H0, H is HO, loss of air due to outlet. So there are 4 minor losses and 3 major losses. Major losses occurs only due to the friction. Okay, so this is the formula. So above formula is including the minor losses. If we are neglecting the minor losses, the above equation is becomes only, we have to consider only major losses, delete the all minor losses. If the coefficient of friction is same in all pipes, that means F1 equal to F2 equal to F3 is equal to F, then equation, above equation is reduced to H is equal to 4F L1 V1 divided by 2G D1 plus 4F L2 V2 square divided by 2G D2 plus 4F L3 V3 square divided by 2G D3. Okay, so which answer here 4F is the 4F divided by 2G is the common term, so keep it as outside. Finally this is the formula. Okay, there are two formulas here, one is with considering minor loss and the second one is without considering minor loss. Okay, it is based on the question. In the question, if they ask consider minor losses also, means you have to consider all the minor losses whatever we discussed previous. Otherwise, if in the question don't consider the minor loss, only consider major loss, means this is the formula. So let us see one problem. Okay, this is please all of you listen this problem. This is important 10-mark question in compound pipes in series. The difference in water surface levels in 2 tanks which are connected by 3 pipes in series, okay, of length 300 meter, 170 meter 210 meter. Okay, so there are three pipes are there, 300 meter, 170 meter, 210 meter is the corresponding length, and diameter also given 300 mm, 200 mm, 400 mm. Okay, so three pipe varying length and diameter. Okay, and head difference in water levels is 12 meter. This is your capital H. Determine the rate of flow of water. Determine the rate of flow. What is my rate of flow? Discharge. Another name of rate of flow is discharge. Different the rate of flow of water if the coefficient of friction are 0.005 and 0.0052 and 0.004. So three pipes having different diameter, different length, different coefficient of friction. Considering minor losses also, neglecting minor losses. So two cases. Okay. So what is the first step is you have to draw the diagram. Here I didn't draw the diagram. So as per this diagram only. Okay. This is the difference in water level, 12 meter, and draw the three pipes between these tanks and mention the salient values. So difference in water level H is equal to 12 meter, and length of the pipe L1 300 meter and diameter D1, and length of the pipe 2 L2 170 meter and diameter D2. Okay. So let us see how to solve this problem. Okay. So let length of the pipe 3 L3 210 meter and diameter. Okay. Also F1 written. Okay. Considering minor losses. So first step is, first case is considering minor losses. If you consider minor losses, let V1, V2, V3 are the velocities in the first, second and third pipe respectively. Okay, these are the corresponding velocities. So now apply the continuity equation. Okay, V2 is equal to A1 V1 divided by A2. So I am keeping V2 V3 in terms of V1. Here you can see first I am considering these two equations. So I need only V2 means A1 V1 divided by A2. Okay, substitute all the values. Finally, V2 we got 2.25 times of V1. So next, again I am considering A1 V1 and A3 V3. Okay, only these two. So V3 here, V3 is equal to A1 V1 divided by A3. Okay, we can get this equation. So V3 in terms of V1 we got 0.5625 V1. So here 2.25 V2 is equal to 2.25 V1 and V3 is equal to 0.5625 V1. Okay. Now using the equation we have, write the equation. So as in previously we seen. Okay. So here we have to consider minor losses and major losses. Now substitute all the values. H is equal to 12 and V1 is equal to, keep it as V1 because all the values we kept in V1 only. And where V2 and V3 will come means in that portion you have to write V2 as 2.25 V1 and V3 as 0.5625 V1. Now substitute all the values in this and simplify the formula. Okay, so here you can see all the terms in terms of V1. You can see V1, and you have to see here in terms of V1 only. Here you can see in terms of V1. Here also in terms of Vn. Because we converted V2 because there are three parameters. Okay, three parameter. It is not possible to find all the values. So for that purpose, we must convert all the parameters, three parameters into one parameter. So here V1, V2, V3 are the three parameters. That V2 and V3 I am converted into one parameter. That means V1. So in this formula, all the values are in terms of V1. We got. Okay. So using this, find out V1. Substitute all the values. So V1 square by 2G is the common term. V1 square by 2G is the common term. So substitute all the values, we can easily got V1. Okay. So therefore V1 is equal to 1.407 meter per second. 1.407 meter per second. So once you found V1, rate of flow discharge is very easy. So Q is equal to area into velocity. So area, you can take either A1 V1 or A2 V2 or A3 V2, whatever. Discharge is common as per continuity equation. So here I am taking A1 into V1. Okay, so pi by 4 into D1 square into V1. So pi by 4 into 0.3 square into what is V1? 1.407, which is equal to 0.09945 meter cube per second. So answer we got in terms of meter cube per second. So you must convert it into liters per second. So if you converted liters per second means what is the answer? 99 point into 1000. So 99.45 liters per second is the answer. Okay. So this is the first case. Here I am including minor losses also. So in next case, I am neglecting the minor losses. So if you neglect the minor losses means only we must consider major losses. So H is equal to 4 F1 L1 V1 square divided by 2G D1 plus 4 F2 L2 V2 square divided by 2G D2 and 4 F3 L3 V3 square divided by 2G D3. Okay. So what are the common terms here? V1 square divided by 2G. Okay. So here there are the 3 different F's. So we can't take common. F as common. Okay. So we have to take only V1 square by 2G as the common term. So substitute all the values. So here V2 is equal to 2.25 times of V1. So V1 we can take common. So 2.25 square. So here 0.5625 V1 is the common term, V2 is the common term. So here V1 I taken as common. Okay. So simplify, the only unknown here is only V1. All the terms are as the known values. So V1 is equal to, finally we got 1.445 meter per second. 1.445 meter per second. So finally discharge. So this discharge without considering minor losses. So discharge is equal to A1 V1. Substitute the A1 V1 value. We got 0.1021 meter cube per second. So if you converted into liters per second means multiply by 1000. So 102.1 liters per second. 102.1 liters per second is the answer. So now you cross check the answers. So with considering minor losses, you see it is 99.45. Okay. Without considering minor losses, it is 102.1. So always, if you consider minor losses, is the correct accurate answer. Because in if you consider only major losses means be neglecting the minor losses. So definitely some discharge value is increases. Okay. So here you can see 99.45, 102. Okay. So what is the difference? It is around 2 liters per second is extra. That 2 liters per second is the minor losses. Okay. In second case, we don't minor losses. So for that only we got higher value. Okay. So always if you consider minor losses means compared to without considering minor losses, value will be less. Is the answer. Okay. So next problem, 3 pipes 400 mm, 200 mm and 300 mm diameter have lengths of 400 meter, 200 meter and 300 meter respectively. They are connected in series to make a compound pipe. The ends of these compound pipes are connected with 2 tanks whose difference of levels is 16 meter. Okay. So previously we seen h is equal to 12 meter, but in this problem it is 16 meter. If the coefficient of friction for this pipe is same, here they given one important thing, coefficient of friction is same. Same means common F. Okay. Determine the discharge through the compound pipe, neglecting first the minor losses and then including them. Okay. So what is the difference between previous problem in this problem? Same three pipes, same different diameters and different lengths, and they given water levels, and the difference only is previously they given 3 coefficient of friction for the 3 pipes, but in this problem they didn't given 3 different coefficient of friction, so they taken as common. That means same coefficient of friction for the 3 pipes, it is 0.005. Okay. And also here also we have to consider with minor losses and without minor losses. Okay. So this problem we will discuss in next class. I think all of you get an idea about this pipes in series or compound pipes. Both are same. Either in the question they will given pipes in series or compound pipes. Even 2 marks also they will ask what is meant by compound pipe. So you have to draw the diagram and you have to clearly mention the what is meant by compound pipe in sentence. Okay, students. So now we will close the class. Okay. So thank you for understanding.